trying tonight. The Bulls win their 7th consecutive game overall. The tempo. Minnesota, because they're such a young team, would like to run up and down the court as much as they can. He wants the Bulls to run when they want and slow down the tempo and work their half-court game when they want. Here we see the world champs running, and they converted on this play with the bucket. Earlier, we saw the Bulls work their half-court offense with Longley giving the nice pass to Scottie Pippen earlier. And as we go back to Tom and Johnny, you guys talked about the effectiveness of the triangle offense today at the shoot-around. That's exactly what they worked on, their triangle offense. Phil and Tex felt that the big men weren't passing the ball as soon as they got it into the post quick enough. So we had the big men working with the pass and getting it to the wingmen a lot quicker. And sure enough, Longley with a nice pass to Pippen for the bucket earlier in the quarter here.
Okay, Sam Mitchell to shoot the free throws. The Bulls made a substitution. They took Luke Longley out, brought Randy Brown in, so now it's Brown and Michael in the backcourt. Pip up front with Rodman and Tony Kukoc. It looks like against Rankovic, but they'll make a move and bring back Doug West, and that'll put Garnett. You get a lot of guys that can move and score now on that court. Two big guys sitting down.
Johnny, we talked earlier that every Bull starter had scored. Every Bull starter has an assist now, too. Just what Lou and you and I were talking about with the good ball movement early going from the Bulls. Randy Brown. Over to Scotty on the right side. Good ball movement, good player movement right now by the Bulls. No standing around. Scotty in some trouble, gets it back. MJ, a fadeaway three. Wow.
Wow, at the buzzer. He ran way around behind Scotty, who was double teamed. The fans here must have thought this was a college game. It's a tie-up after 5 seconds.
Marbury with it on the right side. Gugliotta. And what's tough about Michael shooting that shot is he knows as soon as he lets it go, that he's going to have a lot of pain.
Well, he was getting ready to go to free throw line, Garnett. He didn't think he traveled on that play.
Scotty brings it across the timeline. 2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining. Down the post up. He'll come out and set the screen for Michael now. With Gugliotta on him. MJ stops from 20 and hits.
You could just see him collecting himself. You know, he was looking at Gugliotta, just trying to get his feet together. You knew his shot was going to go over the top of him.
Michael with 11, 5 of 8 from the field. Marbury. Gugliotta. Spin move. Scotty goes down, and Gugliotta puts it in. Bulls with the lead. A minute 20 left in the first. Rodman comes down the lane, throws up a bad shot, one after. Almost got it. It'll go out of bounds and belong to Minnesota. Marbury with Randy Brown right there. Crossover dribble. Goes up with, Dennis with a strong rebound. 5th rebound for Rodman now. Rodman on the floor. Randy Brown saves it, gets it to MJ. Doug West bumped him out of the way. Michael crossover from 15, hits again. And he is really in pain now.
Well, I'll tell you what, if he gets in much more pain, he'll get 50.
Make it 50 anyway. He's got the last 7 points.
He is struggling.
Garnett as Randy Brown comes down to help. Baseline jumper, and that seems to be his move, John. Spin to the baseline.
You know, this is why you see a guy like Michael play through pain like that. Some guys get the dandruff and they can't play.
Dennis right there with a tip. Goes for it. Lost it. Gugliotta up the floor. Finds Garnett. With Randy Brown on him, Scotty comes over to help out. Marbury thought about the 3, steps in for a long 2 and hits that. Shot clock is off now. That's what's left first period. Phil looking at his guy saying, let's go. Tony gets by Garnett, and a foul will be called on the reach in. I think they had a foul to give.
On the 12 minutes, Sam Mitchell, that's his first personal, first in the final 2 minutes.
They did. So the Bulls will inbound now with 2.5 seconds left. Randy Brown, good move. Tip in at the 0.8 of a second left.
Rodman with the tip in.
And that would not have counted anyway. We played one period here in Minnesota, and the Bulls lead Minnesota 31-25.
Don't spend your hard-earned money on more carpet than you need. Just buy 2 little pieces, attach them to your feet, and enjoy that quality carpet feel all over the house. Another money-saving tip from McDonald's, where you can get a Morning Fresh Egg McMuffin extra value meal for just $1.99 every day.
At Ameritech, we've been doing our homework for over 100 years. We understand what customers need. That's why we introduced call waiting, caller ID, cellular service, and to simplify your rates, we developed call packs. We even wired schools and libraries with fiber optic lines for internet access. Stick with Ameritech. We work hard to determine which service is right for you, no matter where you are. Ameritech, your link to better communication.
Yeah, these types of games are going to make us better, you know what I mean?
Michael Jordan, one-on-one, immediately following every game, exclusively on Sports Channel.
Just a reminder, next time you need a little help getting airborne, the 50,000 employee owners of United Airlines would be more than happy to help. Come fly our friendly skies.
Laundry to wash? Then save your pennies by taking it into a second-hand shop. They'll do all the dirty work for you, and you can buy it all back for next to nothing. This money-saving tip was brought to you by McDonald's, where every day you can get a Big Mac extra value meal for just $2.99.
Chicago Bulls basketball is brought to you in part by Electric Avenue Montgomery Ward, where great brands and great prices come together. W1 by Raymond Weil, the cutting edge in time. And by the Discover Card, proud sponsor of the Smithsonian's 150th anniversary.
For ticket information.
Coming up on Friday night, Bulls will take on the Milwaukee Bucks. We'll be back home. The Bucks come in with Vin Baker and Glenn Robinson and a very good team. It'll be the Bulls and the Bucks Friday night. Game time 7 o'clock right here on Sports Channel. Roy Smalley is here.
Roy Smalley, Jr.
His uncle, Gene Mauch, former Montreal Expos manager, among others. First quarter stats now, Bulls 14-28, Timberwolves 10 of 19. The Bulls with 9 assists.
Michael Jordan sitting down now. Steve Kerr in for him. And Terry Porter in backcourt.
Garnett spins, fakes, baseline jumper just off. Mitchell knocked the rebound away from Dennis Rodman, so they get a second chance opportunity. Porter. Garnett. Spins, fadeaway jumper, and yeah,
goaltending, yeah.
Goaltending on Scotty.
So that'll be a Kevin Garnett basket.
Basket is good.
Jason Caffey in the ball game for the Bulls.
Watch Scotty's hand come up over the rim here.
Caffey goes up high to Steve Kerr. Kerr gets it right back. Scotty with the fake. Finds Randy Brown from 14 feet. Jason Caffey fights for it, gets it underneath with the left hand, puts it up, couldn't get it, and Mitchell finally is there. 31-27 Bulls with the lead. Just a minute gone here in the second period. Garnett in the lane with a fadeaway.
He likes that shot. Drags to the middle. Nice job. 8 points.
And the Bulls want a timeout. 10:41 left first half, and the Bulls lead Minnesota 31-29.
Chicago.
This month on Schoolyard Jam, we couldn't dream of a better time to give you the inside scoop on the Rockets Hakeem Olajuwon. Plus, we'll check out the Thornton boys and the Glenbrook South girls as they launch themselves into the state title hunt. And find out who the best high school bombers are. Plus, everybody's favorite, the plays of the month. All that and more on this month's edition of Schoolyard Jam. Schoolyard Jam, Friday night at 6:30, exclusively on Sports Channel.
Chevy Blazer with the exclusive driver control system. A little security in an insecure world.
The slam dunk equals speed plus lift times distance. Translation, 2 points. Electric Avenue.
Scotty, at Electric Avenue, get a Toshiba 19-inch color TV, just $199. A Toshiba 35-inch color TV with free Hi-Fi VCR, just $999. A Westlow 2.5 horsepower treadmill, just $499. And a Whirlpool 18.1 cubic foot refrigerator with free ice maker, just $578.
A lot of celebrities in the house tonight, John.
Hello. The artist formerly known as Prince. He's now called...
What? Jimmy Jan, record producer, does Janet Jackson, among others, right there.
Congratulations, you won a live night and dinner for 6 at Treasure Island Casino.
Scotty will trigger the inbound pass.
Outside section 136, decline your prize.
And gets it right back. Randy Brown. Bulls again, good movement with the basketball. Caffey fakes the 15-footer, puts the shoulder down, tough shot, puts it in. Jason Caffey with a bucket.
Jason Caffey.
Doug West goes down to post up. Fouled by Randy Brown.
Randy thought he had all ball, didn't he? Picks up his first foul, and Mark West.
Chicago's first team foul. Doug West goes to the line for Minnesota. He'll be shooting two.
Mark West. They said Doug West. I'm sorry. Yes.
They got a big college Saturday coming up here on Sports Channel. It starts at noon, and then at 2 o'clock, the DePaul Blue Demons will take on Houston in a Conference USA matchup. Ends up at 6:30 that night. A lot of good college basketball action here on Sports Channel.
Pippen leaves. Kukos comes in. Cherokee Parks comes in and replaces Tom Gugliotta.
West hits that one. Makes it 33-31 now. Bulls with the lead. 2 minutes gone here in the second period. Kerr looks for the opening. Caffey with Parks on him goes right by Parks and got fouled. That was a good, strong move by Jason Caffey.
Yes, sir. Got the ball out by the top of the free throw line extended. Made that fake. Makes a good cutting. Cherokee Parks. Parks reaches over the shoulder and whacks it. Caffey, who just had the first basket for the Bulls in the second quarter, will shoot 2. I just still don't like his free throws. They should be working with him on this. He doesn't release it with the fingertips on him.
He's off the end of the fingers a little bit.
It's almost like a push rather than a leg shot. You put the little more legs in it.
Porter starts to back in. West goes behind. Garnett stops from 15 and hits.
Boy, he shoots that ball down when he gets up that high, doesn't he? 10 points for Kevin Garnett.
34-33, Bulls with the lead. Kerr around the screen. They're really guarding the perimeter very hard. Caffey puts his head down and does it again.
What a job he's doing.
36-33 now, Bulls with the lead. Caffey 5 points. Long one, and Dennis Rodman with a rebound. 8 rebounds for Dennis now. Caffey sets the screen. He's got Mitchell on him. Randy Brown with the floater puts it in.
Floater is right. Nice job floating. So that Caffey with 5, Brown with 2 have picked up the slack here.
Robinson gets set to check in. Garnett spins the baseline shot, and he just makes that look easy.
Yes, he does. 14 points for young Marbury in the first quarter, and now Garnett takes over here. He's got 8 in this quarter, 12 in the game.
Steve Kerr, a long three. And Garnett goes very high for the rebound. Porter now brings it back out. 38-35, Bulls with the lead. West gets it right back to Porter. Randy Brown just reached in and took it away. Ahead for Steve Kerr with Kukoc.
Oh, and he throws it behind him. They had everything in their favor, and he threw it behind him.
Into the game for the Timberwolves, number 26.
James Robinson in the game now. Now you'll see some long shots. Is that? No, I thought it was Rue.
I don't know. I do not know. I don't know that I want to. Porter on top for Garnett. Garnett's playing very well.
Automatic 14 points, and he brings the Wolves to just a 1-point deficit.
7 of 10 from the field. He's also got 3 rebounds and an assist. Kathy gives it right back to Randy Brown. Brown comes up high, comes around the screen, goes inside with a left hand, puts it in. Randy Brown with a good quick move. Bulls lead it by 3, and Michael and Scotty have had quite a bit of the quarter off. Michael's had the whole thing. Scotty has had most of the second quarter on the bench. Mitchell with the fadeaway jumper over the top. That'll be Bulls ball. And here comes Michael right back now.
He can't get in. The ball went over the top. They said you have to wait a little bit. So I think that puts fear in the heart of some of these guys. Look over, and Michael's coming back.
It's like it's like a baseball game, and all of a sudden you're up in the 8th inning. You know, the best closer in baseball is coming in to get you. Caffey with the foot, almost walk. Tony double team.
Whoa! Bullet pass underneath.
Michael comes back in. Randy Brown will check out.
Michael Jordan.
40-37. Bulls with the lead over Minnesota. Coming up on 6.5 remaining in the first half. Porter gets it back to Mitchell. He puts it up and in. Sam Mitchell makes it a 1-point Bulls lead. Rodman's got the post up down low. Tony in the corner, gets it back. Dennis puts it down on the dribble with the left hand, puts it up and in.
Said he couldn't go to the hoop. Hey, what? How was that? Not only went hard to the basket, put it up with the left hand and in. Told you you'd see some long distance shooting there.
Steve Kerr will pick this one up.
Jason put it hammer. Oh. There it is. He missed the first one, came around and back.
Cappy's got a good second quarter going. 44-39 now. Bulls with the lead.
When he has a good game, he has them in streaks, doesn't he?
Right.
In a quarter, 7-8 points.
Illegal defense called.
Illegal defense.
That's the first.
Number 24, Tom Gugliotta.
Tom Gugliotta comes in now. And Kevin Garnett will leave. Scottie Pippen will come back for the Bulls. Dennis Rodman will leave. Porter brings it to the wing as Marbury gets set to check back in. Scotty knocked it away, but it goes right back to Porter. Gugliotta with a screen. And Terry Porter hits it, goes right behind the screen and hits it. That's a veteran, John. He saw an opening, found it real quick, and took that easy shot. Tony gets it on the left side. Michael comes across. Steve Kerr, baseline fadeaway jumper. Steve Kerr drops it in. First points for Steve. Bulls with a 5-point lead. Gugliotta.
Boy, he comes very close to traveling on it, doesn't he? Everything goes up in the air.
He's taken that step before the ball comes close to hitting the ground. Mitchell with 2 fakes, baseline, puts it in. Looked like Wes Unseld used to be down there, John, with a head fake, and finally put it up as soon as you jumped. Scotty drew some spacing and then got it down to Michael. They double team. Leave Tony Kukoc alone at the right three-point wing, but he couldn't get it.
Oh, it looked like Steve had that shot right out front, didn't it?
Gugliotta with a quick two. And Tony Kukoc had it, lost it. Mitchell inside, put up a bad shot. Cherokee Parks tipped it, lost it. Mitchell fade away. Foul call.
If he goes straight up, he's got the shot blocked, but Caffey comes down and puts Sam Mitchell to the line.
Marbury comes in. Terry Porter will leave. Luke Longley gets up off the Bulls bench.
At the line for Minnesota, Sam Mitchell, shooting two.
It's that Luke and Ellis. What's happening?
Guys, they really like Sam Mitchell here. They bring him off the bench, but they a lot, averaging about 29. And he's one of the veterans, along with Terry Porter, who gives this team some stability, along with the young guys, the 19-year-old in Marbury and the 20-year-old in Kevin Garnett. Mitchell, not one of the bigger guys on the court, but he's a blue-collar type of guy and will fight for every rebound.
They get a good mix here, I think. And I think that's what Lou was talking about. West and Porter can play in the backcourt and give Marbury some help. Kind of teach him the ropes. And Gugliotta. Up by one. MJ baseline fade away, hits again
over Cherokee Parks. That trip, Michael's first in this quarter, 15.
7 of 10 from the field now for MJ. Marbury looks down low for Gugliotta with the fake, puts it up and no shot. Foul called.
Look at Michael's last shot as he goes around Cherokee Park, shoots it up, and watch him running back. Ooh, he can't turn his head even. He said turning to the left is what really bothers him.
Back in the game for Minnesota, number 21, Kevin Garnett.
Kevin Garnett comes back in. Tom Gugliotta will leave. 3 minutes, 35 seconds left, first half. 48-45 Bulls as Caffey's right there to pick up the errant ball. Caffey gets it back to Scotty, over to Michael. He'll put up the three. And Garnett just went over Caffey. Jason just could not quite get up that high. Robinson will set it up now. 48-45, Bulls with the lead. Marbury right side. Steve Kerr plays good position defense. Marbury with the long deuce hits it. Back to a one-point ball game as Michael has it.
Any help? Any help coming?
Inside Scotty with the easy one.
Nice.
I thought that's what you said.
Cold up here or what?
Garnett goes right side for Marbury. Long three from Marbury. In and out. Michael right there for the rebound. Ahead for Luke Longley. Luke on the run, and a blocking foul goes on Cherokee Parks.
Luke was going right to the hoop. Cherokee Park slid in front of him on the play.
And we got a timeout. 2:16 left in the first half. Bulls lead at 50-47.
Today, a woman in Milan had the audacity to invite herself to weddings all over the world. And surprisingly enough, she was welcome everywhere she went. All it took was the aim of an arrow and the touch of a hand that helped her designs make brides everywhere that much more enchanting. Being so successful wasn't always such a walk down the aisle. But with FedEx, it's the way the world works.
Greetings from the future, where things are more efficient. Take the government. We replaced the politicians with robots who balanced the budget and lowered taxes. That's still a few years off for you guys. But there's one cost control device we have that you can have. A wireless phone from Primeco. You press a button and it'll tell you what your current bill is. It'll even say when you're going over budget. Afternoon, Senator.
Afternoon.
Primeco. Someday, everything will work this well.
Looks like it's going to be freezing rain all day.
Hazardous driving conditions. Stevenson stalled Harlem to McCormick's Place.
Snow coming down steadily, expected to get worse throughout the day.
Kennedy very slow. Junction to the Cave.
2 above predicted tonight.
Gapers Block causing a jam up on the Dan Ryan.
Snow and sleet everywhere.
Good morning, Chicagoland. It's going to be another character builder today.
Don't let winter slow you down. Take Metro.
On Saturday, January 25th, the Bulls battle the Toronto Raptors. It's All-State Lunchbox Day. The first 5,000 kids aged 14 and under in the United Center will receive a Bulls lunchbox, compliments of All-State. And the Chicago Bulls have capped season ticket sales at 15,000 seats and have started a priority number waiting list for seats that may become available in the future. To add your name to the season ticket waiting list, call 312-455-4000. What happened? What were you reacting to?
During the timeout, they had a guy shooting blindfold. Take a look at this as Luke comes out, steps on Cherokee Park's foot, and there's the collision during the timeout. They had to take a look at Luke's ankle to see if he was okay. He seems to be okay. During that commercial break, they had a guy shooting blindfold, and they kept throwing the ball back. He kept missing. Finally, the last time the guy threw it back to him, he hit him straight in the face. Luke off the back of the rim with the free throw.
Big fella splits them 51-47 now. Bulls with the lead. Coming up on 2 minutes left here in the first half. It almost had that. Garnett in the corner with Longley on hand and 2 hands to the back called on Luke.
Well, Luke's got 2 fouls now, about 24 feet from the basket. 23 feet from the basket.
Jason Caffey will come back. Luke picks up his third, 4th team foul on the Bulls.
Two minutes remaining in the quarter.
Robinson with a quick jumper on the run. Here's Robinson with the basket. And it's back to a 2-point Bulls lead. MJ, double team. In the lane, fades, fires, nope, and Robinson with a rebound. Jason Caffey knocked it away. Dennis Rodman gets it inside, and Caffey just slammed it down.
Well, Rodman almost with the offensive foul, but he did get it into Jason. Jason with 9 points.
He's also got a couple rebounds and 2 assists. Robinson comes off the screen, gets it again, and MJ with a block.
Caffey get it out tonight.
And there had to be a foul.
Whistle, wasn't it? Mike says, are they going to blow that thing?
I'll call out Minnesota. Tommy with Robinson as his first personal.
They're going to give him the ball on the side on this. The good block by Michael. He couldn't really get down there. Jason gives him a pass, but not enough of a lead to get him out. So
Phil thought it should have been a clear pass.
Absolutely.
And he is really giving it to Eddie Rush.
It was such a slow whistle, first of all.
He is all over Rush and still talking to him. MJ backs in, fades from 15, he hits again.
Kevin Garnett closed. He says, I was trying, I was right there. Look at him shake his head. That's twice I've been right there.
Michael, it hurts him so bad he's almost smiling. It's like, what else can you do? Nothing. Gugliotta posting up. Spins baseline. Oh, great block by Scotty. And Rodman pulls the rebound away. Dennis accelerates up the floor. Inside, Jason Caffey puts it in.
Beautifully done, and that's a couple good hustle baskets that Dennis Rodman has got. You see that? You know that Scotty can get up the floor, Michael and Kukoc, but wow, we got a timeout here, yes.
Minnesota's called it with 44.1 seconds left.
Is this a 20? Let's
20.
see.
Now they're going to say it's a 20.
20 seconds timeout, Minnesota.
So that.
It's time for the Timberwolves tonight giveaway.
see Rodman with 11 rebounds. A nice job that last time bringing it up, giving it to Jason.
Jason Caffey's got a good quarter going, 11 points. As you said, he gets him in streaks, John. He'll have a nice flurry, and then things go quiet.
All right, here's Dennis. Look at Dennis put the pressure down. Michael on one side. Right down the middle, though, is Jason Caffey, and up he goes. It finishes it nicely. So 44 seconds here. The Bulls, every time that the Wolves close down to 2, the Bulls have been able to pull away a little bit. Let's see what happens here. Marbury with the ball. He's got 16 in the game.
No purchase necessary, but great looking. Timberwolves caps and sweatshirts are free with the purchase of special.
Robinson with it in the corner with Scotty on him. Inside for Garnett. Scotty comes over to help out. Dennis got a piece of it. Mitchell baseline jumper. And Gugliotta knocked it. Steve Kerr right there to pick it up. Shot clock, game clock just about the same.
Michael Reed doesn't want to take it here in front, but he's going to have to do it. Out of time. Go too early. He'll give it a shot. Kevin Garnett closing on Mike.
MJ finds Scotty inside. Had it blocked away. Loose ball. 2 seconds. 1 second. And that'll do it. We played one half of basketball here at the Target Center, and the Chicago Bulls lead the Minnesota Timberwolves 57-49. Now let's go back to the studio. One more time. Here's Steve Cashel.
All right, thanks a lot, Tom and Johnny. Back here with Norm Van Laer. That's a nice run for the Bulls. 9-2 to finish off the second quarter. Michael with 17 and Jason Caffey 11 off the bench, all in the second quarter.
No doubt about it. It was good receiving in of some good passing, some good defense really spurted out the Bulls in that last couple minutes there. Obviously, they got a couple fast breaks. Dennis Rodman, energy, moving, having fun out there, passing the ball, showing some playmaking skills, if you wish. And throwing the ball around. I'd like to know how many assists he's gotten. Check that out because he's thrown some beautiful passes and been on the receiving end of some beautiful passes as the Bulls are moving the ball. Obviously, Michael's in pain a little bit as it shows in his playing. I think it's affected him still 17 points on course at 34, somewhere around in that neighborhood. But I tell you what, good defense in the last couple of minutes to get to this little lead that they have right now.
All right, coming up at the half, Norm and I will break down the first half with the use of some videotape. Also look at the contenders and which teams may challenge the Bulls for their crown. All that and so much more, but first, it's tonight's Ameritech Call of the Half.
Comes away and brings it out, sets it up. MJ, baseline, slide for the slam.
I wonder if that one really pulled that neck muscle.
Chicago Bulls basketball is brought to you in part by your local Chevy and Geo dealers, people you can trust when you're looking for a good car value. McDonald's. Stop by McDonald's and pick up an order of America's favorite fries. Go get them. McDonald's, the official restaurant of the NBA. And by Gensana, the original all-natural energizer.
Chevy Tahoe, the mother of all sport utilities. The sport utility of all mothers.
Preston's hotline, what's your problem?
We're stuck with skunky beer.
So it's not Budweiser?
No!
Remain calm, sir. We're on our way.
Next time, look for this.
New Born on Dating from Budweiser, because fresh beer tastes better.
Preston's hotline.
Could we order some Chinese?
Get to Electric Avenue, Montgomery Ward, for the Bulls' Greatest Hits CD Volume 2. The first CD was such a smash hit, we had to repeat with another winner. Get the spirit of the season with great Bulls music and unforgettable moments.
The Bulls take a 1-point lead. The Bulls are champions of the world.
They're only $9.99, and they're only at Montgomery Ward, the official Bulls headquarters.
Michael Falls fires.
Yeah! Does it again!
The Bulls win.
Keeping your business running like clockwork. We understand how important that is. That's why Chicago's hometown airline, United, gives you over 1,000 flights in and out of O'Hare, with more service to more cities than any other airline. How is it we understand business so well? Because our over 50,000 employees are business owners themselves, the employee owners of United. Come fly our friendly skies.
The Bulls are trying to win both ends of a back-to-back for the 9th time this season. Last night they beat the Bullets in Chicago. Tonight's opponent, Minnesota Timberwolves, are also playing the second of a back-to-back. Last night they lost in Atlanta. Here's how the first half has stacked up so far at the Target Center in Minneapolis. Stephon Marbury comes out on fire, nailing his first 2 3-pointers. We had 14 points in the first quarter and leads the Wolves right now at 16 for the game. Despite the neck pain, Michael shows he still can play while being hurt, and our Gillette instant replay shows Michael right here withering in pain, Norm.
Well, no doubt about it. Having that stiff neck and anything with that, the neck and the back will cause you some problems. Michael's a trooper and he'll hang in there.
Kevin Garnett hung in there as well with 14 points in the first half. Bulls' largest lead was 8, and it matched right now. But look at Jason Caffey go to the hole. Good second effort. Left-handed jam there, and Jason with all 11 points coming in the second quarter in front of the guy we used to call Prince.
Formerly known as Prince. Love his music.
And Bulls lead it right now, 57-49 again. Michael with 17, Caffey with 11, and Pippen with 10. So 3 Bulls players in double figures right now. And we talked about the bench last night being outscored 13-12 by Washington. That's really because Tony Kukoc is now inserted in the starting lineup. But tonight the bench, thanks to Jason Caffey, and Randy Brown comes in, Kerr hits a jumper. They're really moving the ball.
No doubt about it. It's one of the strong points of this team is that bench that comes in and helps balance everything when the starters are not doing their particular thing. But at the same time, they're not 32-4 because they have a weak bench. That's the name of the game. And everybody contributes whenever they have to call upon them to do something, be it defense, shooting, or whatever. But more tonight than ever that I've seen, they're playing a lot more defense with this particular team coming in and keeping the balance with the situation. Luke Longley, I still say, has added a problem by way of being a little rusty, but he's still moving better than I thought he ever would at this time, missing 23 games.
Luke right now with 5 first-half points. Still to come, we're going to look at why Houston may have a problem. Stay with us, because when we come back, we'll talk about the top contenders in the NBA.
When you make a local call, Ameritech makes the connection. But we don't stop there. At Ameritech, our local network connects you to the internet. When you make a long-distance call, it gets connected by our local network. Our fiber optic lines link your faxes and modems to the world. Stick with Ameritech, because we're more than just your local phone company. We're your local connection to the whole wide world. Ameritech, your link to better communication.
His kids are in college. You'd look at him and you'd say, he's got it made. But now it's not about making it, it's about keeping it. You can't assume you're going to coast home from here. He knows that, and his broker must have known it all along. Sure, it's about keeping it, but it's also about enjoying it. How's he doing it?
More research, insight, understanding. Payne Weber. Invest with more intelligence.
At Craftwood Lumber, you'll find much more than just a lumber yard. You'll find a home improvement center. Craftwood offers quality paint products by Benjamin Moore, Olympic, Minwax, and more, and our friendly staff can help you match any color with our computerized color match. Craftwood Lumber, much more than a lumber yard, on Old Deerfield Road, right behind Toys R Us in Highland Park.
At Fergus Nissan in Skokie, we have a 25-year history of great deals on quality used cars with personalized service. But it never hurts to review the basics. So, Glenn, can we give customers the quality used car they've been looking for?
Yes, we can.
How about great prices on guaranteed low-mileage used cars?
Yes, we can.
And can we offer the lowest available financing on our used cars?
Yes, we can.
So at Fergus Nissan, can we find an affordable used car for anyone? Yes, we can.
Fergus Nissan, yes, we can.
Yes, fresh from the Housewares show in McCormick Place, the Bulls and Timberwolves. And the gumball machines are working tonight. Still, nobody's eating from the Timberwolves. Come on, Norm, dig in there, will you?
It's all about the Bulls, man.
It's all about the money.
Yeah, I'm on the bandwagon.
We're only 2.5 months into the NBA's regular season and still have 3.5 more months to go, but already we have an idea of which teams may be there at the end challenging the Bulls for supremacy as the Bulls try and defend their title. Among the challengers, the Rockets, the Lakers, the Pistons, the Heat, and the Knicks. If the NBA wasn't broken up into divisions and conferences, this is what the standings would look like now. Notice that 4 of these 6 teams are from the Eastern Conference. And Norm, are there any surprises here?
Well, I'd say Detroit and their record the way it is. I always thought Detroit would be a little better basketball team. Doug Collins has these guys playing some good ball, but the record at this pace, at this time of the season, is a bit surprising to me with that. And at the same time, I thought Miami would be tough, but I think they're showing me a little tougher basketball than I thought they would be also at this time.
All right, as we go to break, here's a look at the rest of the action tonight in the NBA. Stay with us. Back with more after this.
Compact Iowa audio system is a complete music center with 3-disc CD changer, AM/FM tuner, dual cassette deck, speakers, and remote. Call 1-800-BUY-IOWA.
Well, this concludes our tour of the Bud Light Brewery. Thank you very, very much.
Hey, look, everybody. It's a new guy.
Hey, new guy.
Where?
New guy?
Hey, new guy. Name's Jim. Been here since September '93. This here's Fred. He took the tour in '92.
For the great taste that won't fill you up and never let you down.
Welcome to paradise.
Make it a Bud Light.
You need anything from the outside, I'm the guy you see. Okay? Chips, pretzels.
Rome, castles haunted by history. On the Learning Channel, revealing the dark secrets of 3 nations where druids made human sacrifices, tortured souls languished in hidden dungeons, and the vengeful Green Lady is said to still roam. Eyewitness accounts, chilling stories, set in the opulence of the world's premier palaces. A real history special, Castle Ghosts of Ireland, Scotland, and England. Sunday at 8 Eastern, 7 Central on TLC. Adventures for your mind.
I whack the weeds. So you want to know what's on my Discover Card statement. I'm a camp cook, and a bad one, but I've got a good stove. And he loves to chase that. The cash back bonus award.
It all folds up into a carry-on.
She loves to get flowers, and I love to give them.
How many credit cards make a statement like that?
Well, the toughest thing about buying a wetsuit is trying them on.
It pays to Discover. Use it where you see the Noah sign.
This copyrighted broadcast of the National Basketball Association may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the express written consent of the NBA.
This Sunday, it's Bulls and Rockets, and Norm and I will be at Michael Jordan's restaurant on behalf of the West Suburban Auto Group in Maywood. Come join us at 1:30. We'll have trivia contests, raffles, a guess the score contest, and a shot at the grand prize drawing for Bulls season tickets next year. Come join us Sunday at 1:30. Bulls right now leading Minnesota 57-49 at halftime. Enjoy the second half, and Norm and I will see you after the game.
Only Ginsana has unique G115 ginseng for lasting energy. It's what makes Ginsana different from everything else.
Feel your Ginsana. It feels good.
Feel your Ginsana.
Only Ginsana with unique G115 ginseng helps Scottie Pippen chew up the court. Now there's a Ginsana he can chew. New great tasting Ginsana chewy squares for whenever you want to feel your Ginsana.
Hey fans, enter the Bulls sweepstakes for your chance to win an Elmhurst Dodge conversion van, a Sea-Doo watercraft package courtesy of Chicago Cycle Center, a dream vacation courtesy of United Airlines and Doubletree Guest Suites, a Zenith Color television or VCR, or a sports specialty Bulls hat. Fill out the entry form in the back of Bulls tickets or pocket schedules for your chance to win.
The best things in life are the most simple. Like good food and good fun. Cameraman Pizzeria, Sports Bar and Grill.
At Fergus Nissan in Skokie, we have a 25-year history of great deals on quality used cars with personalized service. But it never hurts to review the basics. So, Glenn, can we give customers the quality used car they've been looking for?
Yes, we can.
How about great prices on guaranteed low-mileage used cars?
Yes, we can.
And can we offer the lowest available financing on our used cars?
Yes, we can.
So at Fergus Nissan, can we find an affordable used car for anyone? Yes, we can.
Fergus Nissan, yes we can.
Chicago Bulls basketball is brought to you in part by Electric Avenue Montgomery Ward, where great brands and great prices come together. W1 by Raymond Weil, the cutting edge in time. And by the Discover Card, proud sponsor of the Smithsonian's 150th anniversary.
Welcome back to Minnesota. We're joined by assistant coach Jimmy Rogers. Marbury gets 16, Garnett 14. You do a heck of a job against the rest of the team. How do you slow down the kids?
Well, I think that's key right now. Kids are going to get their share of points because they have the ball an awful lot of the time, but I thought we did a good job on Gugliotta. Scotty was very active on him. And, of course, we had some real nice offense going for us throughout that first half. We shot a high percentage. It's going to take a little bit of both things this half to come out here with a win.
How does Michael score 17 with that neck?
Well, I don't know. It's one of the mysteries of life, Lou, but
Superman.
He's just a great player.
Thanks, Jimmy. Back to Tom and Johnny.
I would go along with that. Payne Weber first half stats. Bulls shoot 54%, Minnesota 49. See, the three-pointers not very good for either team. Free throws kind of quiet, although Minnesota had a couple more. Rebounds a little stronger for the Bulls, and assists much stronger for the Bulls, 17-10. We're at the Target Center here in Minneapolis. The Chicago Bulls take on the Minnesota Timberwolves. My broadcast partner is Johnny Kerr. I'm Tom Dorr. Lou Canellis here with us as well. He is not one of our broadcast partners. Ahmad Rashad. Marbury brings it across the timeline. By the way, James Angio and Doug Stanton are here as well in the truck, and it's nice that Doug could make it to the game tonight. Marbury goes on top for Gugliotta. Shot clock at 3.
Way off.
Wow. John, that was not just way off. Kukoc brings it down and missed it. And had it blocked by Brankovic.
Went in too soft, didn't he?
First one, you go up and slam it. You don't wait for it. Many coaches will tell you that over and over again. Don't wait for the big guy. Go up over, go quick. Marbury comes inside, put it up, and Luke right there for the rebound. 57-49, so no harm done so far.
No.
MJ starts to back in. Finds Rodman. Dennis bounces to Luke, out to Tony Kukoc. Tony for 3.
Tony quiet in the first half, but he starts off with a long bomber.
Make it 60-49 now. Bulls with the lead. Garnett, top of the circle with a soft jumper. And the rebound's tapped out. And he gets it right back. Marbury comes around the screen, splits everybody, finds Doug West, baseline jumper, and it rolls in.
Illegal defense down low, so that's one apiece. Flips on her, saying, what is he doing? The ball's way out here at half court.
Illegal defensive end, Minnesota. First violation.
Dennis Rodman will trigger the inbound pass. Steve Jabby very calmly explaining to Flip why, as Virginia, it was an illegal defense. Pippen goes down low for Michael. They come across the double team, find a triple team. MJ got bumped, no call. Marbury. West wanted to go inside, now finds Gugliotta, who comes in and got fouled by Luke Longley.
Longley's 4th foul.
Well, called on the Bulls, Luke Longley. That's his 4th. First of all, first team.
Good pass by Doug West, and here comes Gugliotta in, but Luke prevents him from smacking the ball down in. A good job they did on Gugliotta. Get 6 points in the first quarter, nothing in the second quarter, and now trying to get on the board here for the Timberwolves. And what do you got, Luke Canellis?
February has been awesome. 43 minutes a game. He's averaged almost 27 points, 12 rebounds, 5 assists. They want him to be the first All-Star ever in the history of this franchise for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've never had an All-Star.
Tough. I mean, you talk about Gugliotta. He's a great player. Kevin Garnett is very deserving. Vin Baker, Scottie Pippen.
Of course, Minneapolis has had several All-Pros, but
not the Timberwolves.
No.
Longley puts it up and missed it.
One of them here tonight, George Mikan, one of the top 50 players in the NBA.
Gugliotta with the fake. Scotty knocked it away, and Gugliotta got it back. Garnett with it down low. Inside. Fade away.
A lot of room when you make that move. You're up there all by yourself looking at the hoop.
There's another guy on the floor, John, that's very deserving of All-Star recognition. That's Dennis Rodman. Dennis is having a great first half of the season. Scotty goes down low. Michael with a tough fadeaway jumper. Nope. Right there to put it in.
Hurl that one right underneath.
(62-55) Bulls with the lead. Gugliotta spins baseline, had it knocked loose. Garnett right side. West with the leap and leaner. Garnett went up high to get it. Luke Longley tapped it. Brankovic goes inside and lays it in.
Looks like Luke is a little impeded on his jumping there. He's not really go full extension.
And it's not a quick jump, John.
No, and as I say that, it looks like Bill Wennington gets up off the bench. So we'll see what happens.
Good coach. Gets it back to Luke. Right side MJ with Garnett on him. Michael. Long, high three came in and out. Luke right there. Got bumped, put it up. Yes, he got it, and it'll go to the line.
Good strong move by Luke to get that ball up in the air. Brankovic picks up his second foul. So Luke getting that errant. Michael just trying to beat the clock on that long three. And Luke trying for a three-point play, and as we said, Bill Wennington is waiting on the sideline to come in for Luke.
Waiting in the wings.
Looking for double figures here tonight.
Gugliotta pulls it in, gets it to Marbury. 8 minutes, 6 seconds left in the third period. Bulls lead at 64-57. Marbury comes around the screen, finds Gugliotta with the fake, comes inside, and Luke picks up the foul.
Before they can get him out, Luke's got his 5th foul.
Called on Chicago's Luke Longley. That's his 5th personal. Second team foul.
As you promised, Bill Wennington rolls in.
34, Bill Wennington.
Hey kids, visit the official Chicago Bulls team shops at any Chicagoland Montgomery Ward store and sign up for your chance to be a Bulls honorary ball person for a game.
Gugliotta. Oh. Talk about one of the NBA top 50s. There's George Mikan, played with the Minneapolis Lakers here out of DePaul in Chicago, and was the commissioner of the ABA, and there he is. John Cunliffe on top, Vern Nicholson, Lavellette, Martin. Oh, great. What's the free throw?
Minneapolis Lakers had a run. What was it, early 50s, John?
Yeah.
They were just unbelievable. Wennington gets it right back to Scotty. Almost threw it away. Michael hit a little high and couldn't get it. Marbury accelerates up, comes inside, dished it off. Brankovic sets, puts it in.
Took a little itsy-bitsies, but was able to get the ball up and in. Strikeout with 4, and they're right back here at a 4-point deficit.
Dennis bounced it back to Scotty. Spun in the air. Minnesota with the save. Garnett gives it back. Marbury goes right to the basket and lays it in. And Phil wants a timeout. 7 minutes, 4 seconds, 7:03 left in the third, and the Bulls lead it by a pair.
Yeah, these types of games are going to make us better, you know what I mean?
Michael Jordan, one-on-one. Immediately following every game. Exclusively on Sports Channel.
I'll trade you this Michael. I'll trade you Saul Bello for Bertrand Russell. Oh, you have a Saul Bello? Yep. Did you guys know Enrico Fermi won the Nobel for discovering radioactive elements? Duh! Here he comes!
Chicago has had more Nobel Prize winners than any other city. Could it be because we're so well-traveled? United. Hometown airline to one smart town.
No way you're not getting my Jane Addams. Oh, come on.
Come fly our friendly skies.
Take the journey. Side Trek. The plane goes down. The ship is sinking. Do you lead? Do you follow? Do you die? Is your brain wired to freeze in a crisis? Can your emotions kill you? Find out if you have what it takes to survive. Staying Alive on Side Trek. Premiering Monday at 9 Eastern, 8 Central on the Discovery Channel. Explore your world.
He brushes his teeth, just like you. He calls his mother every Sunday, just like you. He makes time for his kids, just like you. He brings his work home, just like you. He drives a Chevy Blazer, just like you. He has 4 NBA championship rings, just like... He drives a Chevy Blazer, just like you.
Stephon Marbury has these Timberwolves back in the game. He has scored 18 thus far. He's gone through some tough times of late. Last Thursday, he was in New York. He was served papers. He is being sued in a child support situation with a woman in New York. Now, he claims the issue isn't about whether he'll pay, but how much he'll pay. If you look closely on his shoes, he has written, "I love you, Stephanie." It's a message to his 21-month-old daughter. Marbury, who's from Brooklyn, says, "I want the people to know how I feel about this. I love my daughter than myself." And he hopes to get this matter resolved very soon, guys.
He's made it very clear how he feels. Ball knocked away.
Bad pass underneath. Bulls just falling apart here offensively now.
Doug West tries to tie it, and he does.
They get a tie. Bulls waste that 8-point lead.
A 15-7 run to start the second half by Minnesota. Scotty from 17 hits. Marbury looks down low. Brankovic wants it. He'll take a long three.
Oh, you want to give the ball to Brankovic, don't you, Michael? Uh-oh, he gets it back. At least 2 of them. 3 of 7 from that range for Marbury now.
Marbury comes around the screen. Fakes. Quickly out of the baseline jumper. And Michael goes up high for the rebound. Michael hollers at Tony. Run the offense. Rodman. Crossover. Scotty. Spins. Fakes. Kukoc with 3 on the shot clock. 2 on the clock. 1. Nope. Rebound tapped. Loose. Dennis Rodman comes up with it. Lost it. Bill Wennington almost threw it away, but got it to Scotty. So the Bulls get a fresh 24. Now Tony pops out from 15. Got it counted, and he's fouled.
Tony, boy, that ball had just escaped everybody that time, but Tony was able to knock it down. Doug West comes in and catches him right on the arm as he shoots the ball. Right on the left arm.
Bulls come out with some pressure here. This pregame show, Phil said they would like to get some pressure, but he said they're a very, very smart team at handling the ball. Garnett gives it back to West on top of Marbury. Bush, as we said, is ready to check in. Marbury almost lost it.
Offensive foul. Oh, Pep can't believe the play. Oh, man. He went to the left, came back to the right. Pip was just waiting for him there, and
into the game for Chicago, number 30, John.
Pitt just waiting for him on the play.
Tony. Bill will discuss a couple things with him. West from the three-point stripe couldn't get it, and Scottie Pippen is right there. 71-67, Bulls with the lead, just under 5 minutes remain. Bill Winnington gets it in the corner. Rodman. Bushler. Went in and came back out again, and Breakovich is right there.
Oh, nobody there. Nobody there. Gugliotta down the middle, nobody to pick him up. Got 11.
Scotty gets it right back from Michael. Gives it back to him for three. MJ couldn't get it, and Breakovich with a rebound. 71-69, Bulls with the lead. Brings it back out. He's got 21 points and 8 assists. Comes inside, gives it off. Brankovic, and hang on, we got a foul call.
On a pass off, one shot foul. Jordan picks up his second.
For the best selection of Bulls hats, t-shirts, jackets, and other NBA merchandise, visit the official Bulls team shops at any one of the Chicagoland Montgomery Ward stores. West looks down low, finds Gugliotta with a fake, puts it up, and he's fouled by Bill Winnington.
Gugliotta, great position underneath. They talked about stopping him, holding him to 6 points in the first quarter, none in the second, but so far 7 here. Good pass underneath. Up he goes, and Bill Winnington in the foul, and the center is struggling here now tonight. Bill sits down, and who we got in here?
Randy Brown. Terry Porter comes back to Stephon Marbury in the lead.
So Gugliotta with a chance to put this team ahead. Biggest Timberwolves lead was 2 points early in that first quarter.
Missed it. Dennis fights for the rebound, tapped it out, and it belongs to Minnesota.
He kicked the cameraman. He was really upset. Really upset. Went up in the air, came down on the camera. You thought he sprained his ankle.
Well, there's all kinds of equipment right there, and the cameraman is hurt.
It's a struggle for it. He comes over here on the cameraman and steps on the camera, and that's what he was upset about.
Now the man acts like he's dying.
Here they go, fighting for the ball, and that's where he comes up to the camera, steps on the camera. That's where he's upset.
Dennis says, I didn't do much.
Well, you can almost see the man is in some pain there. You understand that, but you can almost see a dollar bills floating around there. One more look at it as we get ready to get back to action. Rodman looks like he's got the inside. Garnett over the shoulder. Now Dennis fights for it out of bounds, and I think he steps on the camera and turns his ankle, and that's what upset him. Then he reaches out and gives him a kick in the leg.
Dennis is kind of smiling. I mean, it's...
Well, they have made a dramatic comeback to tie the score here against the Bulls, and the missed free throw now by Gugliotta
He's got about 8 guys around him now. Well, let's take a look at a couple things as this guy lays on the floor. Timber Pups, the youngest duo ever in the NBA, youngest 2 players ever in the league. Marbury's 19 years old, averages 16 points. Garnett, 20 years old, averages about 15.
Well, guess what they're doing tonight? Garnett has got his average 16, and Marbury's got his average 21.
Luke, can you go over and help this guy get up or something? This is a joke.
Well, you know what? I'm not by a monitor, so I don't know what Dennis said. I just hope that it doesn't mess him up for the rest of tonight's game, because psychologically, you know, things run through someone's mind when a pro athlete does something to someone in the stands or a cameraman in this situation. So who knows? I just wanted to talk about the Garnett-Marbury relationship. These guys met 4 years ago at a basketball camp, and they have been great friends ever since. Garnett tells this story about he was watching the NBA draft last year, and when he heard that Minnesota had traded with Milwaukee to get Marbury, he claims he jumped out his window onto his deck and then onto his trampoline in his backyard here in Minneapolis. He was so excited that the team had acquired Marbury, his good friend. Now, before training camp opened, imagine these 2 guys, 19 and 20 years old. What can they do here in Minneapolis over the summer? Obviously, they can't hang out in nightclubs and go to bars, so what these 2 guys did was they did anything any other 19, 20-year-olds would do. They hung out at the Mall of America, played video games, and spent a lot of time at Garnett's house. Apparently, Garnett has all kinds of games in his new house thanks to his big $6 million contract, so they played Sega Genesis and other things.
Hey, Luke. Hey, Lou.
Yes, sir.
Listen, what is he doing with the trampoline in his yard? The young kid's got a great future in front of him. The last thing you want him to do is to go out and bounce on a trampoline and come down on that wrong.
You know, the guy's so full of energy. Yeah, he needs something like that. Obviously, McHale forgot to put that in the contract when they put in.
Let him stay in the video stores. It's safer there.
Hey, Bulls fans, you can become part of the Bulls team by joining the Chicago Bulls Fan Club, presented by Blockbuster Video. Call the Bulls at 312-455-4000 or visit any Chicagoland Blockbuster Video location for more information. We'll take a break. We'll come back. 3:44 left, and the Bulls and Timberwolves are tied at 71.
Delivering reliable local phone service. It takes more technology and know-how than you think. State-of-the-art switching centers, fiber optic cable, satellites, and cellular links. Ameritech invests billions of dollars a year to make it all happen. So when you need to connect to long distance, to the internet, to police or fire, or to just next door, Ameritech makes sure your call goes through. Stick with what works.
Hello? Hi, Grandma.
Ameritech, your link to better communication.
Only Ginsana has unique G115 ginseng for lasting energy. It's what makes Ginsana different from everything else.
Feel your Ginsana. It feels good.
Feel your Ginsana.
Only Ginsana with unique G115 ginseng helps Scottie Pippen chew up the court. Now there's a Ginsana he can chew. New great tasting Ginsana chewy squares for whenever you want to feel your Ginsana.
The slam dunk equals speed plus lift times distance. Translation, 2 points. Electric Avenue.
Scotty, at Electric Avenue, get a Toshiba 19-inch color TV, just $199. A Toshiba 35-inch color TV with free hi-fi VCR, just $999. A Westlow 2.5 horsepower treadmill, just $499. And a Whirlpool 18.1 cubic foot refrigerator with free ice maker, just $578.
And we're ready for basketball now. 71 all here in the third period. West brings it out, and they'll set up. Gugliotta wants it down low. Minnesota had put on a great charge here to start the third quarter. Let's see if this stoppage in play affects them at all. Down to the corner, West baseline jumper, and Dennis Rodman right there for the rebound. Gets it out to Scotty. Randy Brown Brown baseline goes up, dishes it off, and Scotty will bring it out. Now the Bulls will set it up. Brown goes down low. Michael, double team, triple team. Scotty looking for the open man. Shot clock at 6, at 5. MJ fade away from 15. Nope. And Brankovic with a rebound. Timberwolves with a chance to take the lead now. 3 minutes left in the third. Gugliotta backs his way in the lane. Scotty with a block. Brankovic saved it. Shot clock at 7. Garnett with a baseline jumper hits.
Good save for them. Garnett collected, faced the basket, knocked it down.
Pippen, top of the circle, finds Randy Brown from 17. Brown back to the rim. And here comes Terry Porter. Timberwolves lead it by a pair, and he lost it out of bounds. We have a timeout on the floor. 2:18 left, and the Timberwolves lead the Bulls by 2.
Pressure's hotline, what's your problem?
We're stuck with skunky beer.
So it's not Budweiser?
No.
Remain calm, sir. We're on our way.
Next time, look for this.
New Born on Dating from Budweiser, because fresh beer tastes better.
Pressure's hotline.
Could we order some Chinese?
He didn't want to be tied to a desk. When he started his business, he was already looking 20 years ahead. When you're 25, who takes the long view? Or finds a broker who actually asks, where do you want to be? Your business becomes your life. I know that now. He knew it then. And I have a feeling he's still looking 20 years ahead. How's he doing it?
More research, insight, understanding. Payne Weber. Invest with more intelligence.
Lots and lots, tons and tons of tennis balls. Some of the things that are on my Discover card statement. I travel quite a bit. Ooh, I didn't know that the golf balls around here. Just relax, enjoy nature, and very good. Rabidochromis, Carulius. They don't want to play with me now because I beat them 90% of the time. I'll take out $100 to buy the bait, gas up the boat.
How many credit cards make a statement like that?
See, what else do I have on this?
It pays to Discover. Use it where you see the Nova sign.
You can go on the road with the Hawks Monday when they square out for the Buffalo Sabres. Pregame starts at 4:30 Monday and opening face-off at 5 on Sports Channel. What Hawk fans want. And Johnny, what Bulls fans want us to see the Bucks game on Friday. Big Dog, Glenn Robinson and Vin Baker and the guys come into town. Game time 7 o'clock, tip-off 7:30. Bucks and the Bulls Friday here on Sports Channel. Hey there.
Well, they're not too far from Wisconsin.
Nope, not at all.
So Michael Jordan sits down.
Tony Kukoc, Steve Kerr, Randy Brown, Scottie Pippen, and Jason Caffey for the Bulls. Caffey bounced it. Scottie lost it. Got it back. That's a great save. 2 minutes left here in the quarter. Caffey goes on top. Steve Kerr, long tough three. Hits it. Steve Kerr for three. So the Bulls get the lead back by 1, 74-73. With it on the wing. Garnett goes down, wants to post up with Scotty on him. Back to West. Play a little catch inside. Garnett clears him out. Scotty tipped it. Jason Caffey right there to collect it. 4 rebounds and 11 points, 3 assists for Jason Caffey. Inside, Caffey with a fake, goes up, got it blocked and lost it. West comes away with it. Timberwolves trail by 1. They have the ball with 1:10 left in the third.
West is right there, all the way down the lane. Gotta keep an eye on that.
Scotty for 3.
Gets it right back. Pitt with 15.
77-75, Bulls with the lead. That's what's left here, third period. Garnett, Kukoc on him. Fades away. And Tony pulls down the rebound. Bulls lead it by a pair. Let's see if the Bulls try and go 2 for 1 here. Scotty. Slam.
Oh, right over Brankovic. Whoa, Pep.
Gugliotta comes down, runs over.
Offensive foul, yes. Pip in the right place at the right time. He hustled on back. 26 seconds. The Bulls will take one shot. Sam Mitchell in the game and Marbury for Brankovic and West. But the Bulls should hold this for one. Take a look at Pippin's jam over Brankovic. Whoa. And he got hit on the play, but they let it go.
.75 Bulls with the lead. Shot clock about a second less than the game clock. Kukoc pops out. Scotty trying to post up Mitchell.
They've got a foul to take anyway, so that's the first one in the last 2 minutes.
They've had that situation, I think, all 3 quarters, haven't they, John?
Yeah. So now they've got 11.7 seconds on the clock. Wouldn't be surprised to see Tony end up back on the point with this ball.
Finally get it into Scotty. Hit. Baseline headed out of bounds by Porter.
He went kind of quick for the shot, which they didn't want to do. Now with 9 seconds, see if the Bulls can get it in here. They're still pointing to where they want everybody to go.
They switch. Finally get it in. Back to Scotty. On top corner. He's open. 4-3. Off to the right. 2 seconds. 1 second. Randy Brown tried to save 0.2 of a second now. And that'll pretty well do it for the third period. We played 3 periods here. The Bulls close out the third on a 5-0 run and lead Minnesota 79-75.
Budweiser, the king of beers, is proud to be part of another Chicago Bulls season. And introducing new Born on Dating. It's the day your Bud was born, because fresh beer tastes better.
Taste that won't fill you up and never let you down. Make it a Bud Light.
It's Wix Furniture's biggest sale of the year. Stupendous savings, stupendous financing. Wix biggest sale of the year.
The best in town is just a phone call away.
Village Inn, pick up or delivery.
For carry-out or delivery, call the Village Inn. For ribs, chicken, burgers, sandwiches, and more, as well as the best pizza in town. So pick up the phone and call.
Village Inn.
Call 675-3737.
Touring. Touring.
Not bad. How about Luxury? Luxury.
I've got it. Acura. I win.
Total luxury is spelled out in the new Acura TL from Pauli Acura. The touring performance, handling, and safety of a world-class automobile. Luxury which surrounds and pampers you with all the comforts you demand. The Acura TL, it spells touring luxury and is now available at Pauli Acura on Route 41 in Highland Park.
Sports Channel's coverage of Chicago Bulls basketball is brought to you in part by Ameritech, your link to better communication. United Airlines is proud to be a participating sponsor of tonight's program. Come fly Chicago's hometown airline. Come fly our friendly skies. And by American National, the bank for business.
Welcome back to the Target Center in Minneapolis as the Bulls take on the Timberwolves. 79-75 Bulls with the lead. Tony Kukoc comes down inside, put it up, headed block. Scotty tried to get a piece of it. Gugliotta comes away with the ball.
The Bulls cannot get to the free throw line.
Stephon Marbury back, and Garnett just nailed Randy Brown. And traveling called by the official. Garnett just leveled Randy.
They don't want to blow that whistle at all. Collision here. Here comes boom.
It was more than what you saw, I think, right there. Here's our Ginsana hustle board. See the rebounds. Bulls with the lead. Steals and blocks about the same. Tony bounces it inside. Caffey had it blocked away. Marbury accelerates up the floor. Fake the three. Stops for the deuce. Nope. Garnett right there. Missed it. And Tony Kukoc pulls it down.
They have gone just flat cold now, the Bulls.
Scotty
got fouled on the play. That's why he went up. Yeah. To Mitchell on a late foul. Well, there was good news here if you heard the crowd hollering. The governor said all Minnesota public schools are closed tomorrow. You know what kind of weather we've got here?
I guess it's a blizzard outside from what they're saying. It is just unbelievable how hard the snow is coming down.
Here comes Pip down. Sam Mitchell knows Pip can take that shot. He comes out on him. They make the contact, and Pip draws the free throw. Knocks the first one down. Pip with 18 points.
Doug West comes back in. Bulls, Michael Jordan gets up off the bench.
Back in the game for Chicago, number 23, Michael Jordan.
Randy Brown will leave. A 7-0 run now for the Bulls since late in the third period. They lead 81-75. Marbury, crossover move, gets it down to the corner to West. Gugliotta sets the screen. Tony slides through. Gugliotta West almost threw it away. Shot clock at 5, at 4. Baseline. Gugliotta high arcer comes in and out. Rebound tap. Steve Kerr comes away with it. Gugliotta thought he got fouled. He may have had a case. Jason Caffey gets fouled as he goes up, and he'll go to the line for a pair.
So he gets 2 shots on that. Good movement of the ball down court. So Mitchell just whacking everything that moves out there, it seems like. Jason Caffey, who had a nice second quarter with 11 points for the Bulls, to the free throw line.
You say that he shoots it off the kind of the palm almost.
Yeah, he doesn't shoot. You got to go with the legs. You got to really bend the legs and get in there. There's a nice free throw. Listen to this. Listen to this. You understand the fans doing some things, but it's hard to understand the Wolves go. Pip steals the rebound
and gets it back to Steve Kerr. Pass inside. Caffey finds Tony. Kukoc couldn't hang on. Saves it. Scotty puts up the three from the corner.
Oh, that wasn't exactly the way it dried up in the book, is it?
Timeout, Minnesota. 10:22 left, and the Bulls have opened up a 10-point lead.
W1 by Raymond Weil. The cutting edge in time. Time for the next generation. W1 by Raymond Weil.
The air's a little thin up here. You feel lightheaded?
These seats are great. I got a great deal on them.
I think I'm getting a nosebleed.
Hey, do you want to go front row tickets?
Or my head explodes?
Oh, come on, Rep, you stink. Did you see that guy? Guys?
Whether you're buying or selling tickets, let Front Row be your ticket connection.
Yeah, baby.
This is a quiz. What do you see? Some people see things as they are. Some people see things as they should be. And sometimes, it's simply hard to tell the difference. Pauly, the Honda of Honda stores, on Milwaukee Avenue in Libertyville.
some credit to Jason Caffey of the Bulls. He is playing a great game. He has 12 points tonight. He had 12 last Friday against Milwaukee, 12 on Saturday against Houston. Had a meeting with Phil Jackson. Phil told him, listen, if you have a bad game, don't carry it into your next game. Last night, he scored just 2, and tonight, again, he's having a big outing. 12 points against the Timberwolves. Back to you guys.
Nice cape, Lou.
Yeah, I was going to say, can you get us a towel, Lou? Porter with it on the wing. Baseline 3, short. Rebound loose, and Tony Kukoc comes up with it. 21-11, the bench points in favor of the Bulls. Bulls on a 11-0 run now. Well, it might have been 14 there for a second. Marbury, top of the circle, penetrates inside, runs into Scotty.
Offensive foul. Yes, sir. He put the shoulder down and lowered Pip. So they have all of a sudden developed a propensity that a young club does, and that's for turnovers. Watch this. He goes on in. Pip waiting for him. Jumps in the chest.
$85-75 Bulls with the lead. MJ, more on the free throw line. Backs in. Finds Tony, baseline fadeaway jumper, and Tony knocks it down. $87-75 now, Bulls with the lead. Scotty was trying to get in front of Gugliotta. Marbury. Mitchell runs over Scotty, and a blocking foul this time on Pip.
For the 3rd time in a row, the crowd reacts to it. Mitchell wildly coming down the left side, but Pip picks up his second. First team foul. There he is. He tries to get in there.
Mitchell goes to the line.
Yep.
Little body.
Lean that hip in a little bit.
And Mitchell has 2 baskets and 3 free throws in this game. He's 7 points.
Kevin Garnett comes in.
It's the first point in this quarter with the 9:05 to go for the Wolves.
Second one. Bounds out. Scotty there for the rebound. Pip, 22 points, 5 assists, 6 rebounds. Kerr bounces down to the corner. Scotty looks for the open man. Tony goes by Garnett. Nice bounce pass to Jason, who just hammered it.
Yes, sir. He went around his man, dropped it down. Jason with the hammer. Jason with 14.
89-76 Bulls with the lead now. Gugliotta, long range deuce hits. 15 points for Gugliotta. He's also got 7 rebounds. Michael gives it right back to Steve Kerr. He wants Kerr to come back to the left, which he does. That's what Mike wanted. He wanted that baseline jumper against Marbury. Now kicks it out. Doug West is right there. He did a nice job of double teaming.
The other wants to take it in on Tony.
Guards baseline, kicks it out. Long deuce for West. Nope. But Garnett there for the rebound. Marbury for 3. And Tony Kukoc has it this time. Tony pushes it up. Finds Scotty. Pip waits for the man to go by.
Got hit.
Campy comes over the back for a strong rebound. So the Bulls with a fresh shot clock now. Kukoc inside. Jason. Fadeaway jumper. Just off. Rebound tapped out, and Marbury's right there. 89-78. Bulls with the lead. Gugliotta posts up for Scotty right there. Muscles inside, comes up shy, rebound loose. Steve Kerr right there. Bulls 3 on 2. Kukoc gets it to MJ. Michael hangs and hits.
Hesitation, hang, looked like a slam, not to be. 21 for MJ. Stiff neck all, and see if they're going to call a timeout when they get over here.
They do. Timeout call. The 22nd timeout call by the Minnesota Timberwolves. 91-78, Bulls with the lead. Hey, coming up Saturday on Sports Channel, great college basketball action starts at noon. The ball goes at 2. Then at 6:30, Georgetown will take on Miami in our nightcap. Big ball game down in Miami as Georgetown goes down where it's been tough to win. Saturday, college hoops here on Sports Channel. Lou Canellis. What do you know, partner?
You know what's happened? Michael scored 23. He needed 17 tonight to pass Alex English for 8th place on the NBA's all-time scoring list. So he's now in 8th place. And now he trails another active player in the NBA. Who might that be, guys?
Dominic Wilkins? I don't know.
Nice job, Brad.
Huh? Is that it?
Nice job.
Take your shower now, Lou. Take the towel with you.
Marbury with it on the wing. West. Top of the circle for 3. Nope. Rebound tapped, and Dennis Rodman comes away with it. Gets it ahead to Scotty. Pip stops for 3.
Yes, sir. The Bulls really force it down your throat. 25 for Pip. Big time game. 3 threes for him.
94-78, Bulls with the lead. Gugliotta. Long deuce. Gugliotta way off, and Jason Caffey with a rebound. Down the floor, Kukoc now decides to bring it back out. Cool.
Oh! Jason Caffey with the slide down the middle. Beautifully done. Tony with the pass.
And a timeout called by Minnesota. 6:04 left, and the Bulls lead at 96-78.
The Hawks' big guns. The Sabres. Choose your weapon. Take 10 paces. Turn. And fire. Go on the road with the Hawks Monday at 4:30 on Sports Channel.
Your name, please?
Michael Jordan. I've made shots at the buzzer. I've been in championship games. But I've never had butterflies like this.
Show me your horn.
These people are all business.
Okay.
Good thing I had my Chevy Blazer along. Sure came through in the clutch. DOFTPZLCDO.
Have a seat over in the blue chairs and wait for them to call your name.
I not only renewed my license,
Smile, look at the camera.
I renewed my confidence as well.
Science! Hey, want to see some cool things? At the Smithsonian. From famous flyers to four-wheelers, Tucker made 51 of these cars. Washington sold. Rocket ships. Mission control. Dizzy Gillespie's trumpet. Lizard lips. The Smithsonian. Discovered.
And Discover Card is proud to be partners in the anniversary celebration.
Jaws.
How many credit cards make a statement like that?
Tonight on the Sports Channel Report, we'll have highlights of the Bulls T-Wolves game. We'll also be talking live with White Sox skipper Terry Bevington about their latest acquisitions. Plus, we'll have highlights of NBA, NHL, and college hoops action. It's all tonight.
Our producer-director on Sports Channel is James A. Angio. Associate producer Doug Stanton. Mike Bogad is our vice president of programming. All the other people who do such a tremendous job in bringing you Bulls basketball on Sports Channel. Young Chicago area man Kevin Garnett doing such a great job up here. Jason Caffey doing a pretty good job for the Bulls. 16 points, 7 of 12 from the field. He's also got 6 rebounds and 3 assists. Yep. 15 rebounds now for Rodman as the Bulls get a fresh shot clock. Scotty pops out. Michael in the corner with Robinson on him. Looking for the opening. MJ fades, fires, and hits again. 23 for Michael. Marbury. On top, Frankovic. Right side for Gugliotta. Down low, lost it. Garnett gets it back. Garnett with a fadeaway jumper. Barber and Garnett, 30 points in the first half, just 11 here in the second half. Caffey on the dribble. Picks it up, finds Kerr, right side Scotty. Gugliotta on him. Michael. With the fake, now backs in, fades, fires, and hits again. 25 for Michael. And when he gets above 23, it's another donation from your local Chevy Geo dealers to the James Jordan Boys and Girls Club.
He can get a shot on Kenny.
He can. Gugliotta had it knocked away as Marbury ended up out of bounds.
Chicago #1, Randy Brown.
That feel a little better, you think, Fred?
Michael's going to sit down. 4:41. A gutsy performance by MJ.
He's leaving the floor with Chip Schaefer, the Bulls' outstanding trainer. Kevin Garnett in the lane, got fouled.
Dennis Rodman's first foul, is that right?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Chicago's Dennis Rodman, that's his first personal second team foul.
Dennis with 15 rebounds. Kevin Garnett, his first trip to the line.
He and Steve Javie are discussing this point right now. Steve just said the same thing you did. Dennis, it's your first foul. Garnett makes the second one. And it's 100-81. Bulls with the lead. 4.5 minutes remain. Caffey with it on the right side. Dennis Rodman gets it right back to Randy Brown with a fake on top Steve Kerr. Good ball movement against Scotty. Long deuce, and it's good for Scottie Pippen.
27 for Pip.
Good rebounding, good assist night for Scotty. Great defensive night.
Pip with a hand up on the two fight for it out of bounds. Gugliotta went for it, went off of Marbury.
Dickie Simpkins checks in for the Bulls, and Dennis Rodman will lead. Dennis Rodman leads. 6 points, 15 rebounds, and John 5 assists. He continues to be a better passer than I think you and I ever dreamed he was before he came to the Bulls. And we knew he could pass, but we didn't realize how effectively he can find the open man. Kerr stops, long jumper over Garnett, couldn't get it. Scotty right there with a rebound. Comes inside off the glove. What a beautiful move by Scotty.
29 for Pip.
And timeout called by the Timberwolves. 3:41 left, and the Bulls lead it 104-81.
When you make a local call, Ameritech makes the connection. But we don't stop there. At Ameritech, our local network connects you to the internet. When you make a long-distance call, it gets connected by our local network.
I'm so glad.
Our fiber optic lines link your faxes and modems to the world. Stick with Ameritech, because we're more than just your local phone company. We're your local connection to the whole wide world. Ameritech, your link to better communication.
Take the journey. Side Trek. The plane goes down. The ship is sinking. Do you lead? Do you follow? Do you die? Is your brain wired to freeze in a crisis? Can your emotions kill you? Find out if you have what it takes to survive. Staying Alive on Side Trek. Premiering Monday at 9 Eastern, 8 Central on the Discovery Channel. Explore your world.
Alonzo Mourning, 21 points per game, loves McDonald's French fries. Hey! Reggie Miller, threat from the outside, loves McDonald's French fries. Whoa! Patrick Ewing dominates the post, loves McDonald's French fries. Yow! Scottie Pippen, over 1,500 career steals. Uh-oh. And a great first step. McDonald's, America's favorite fries.
Go get 'em.
Bulls lead at 104-81, and Scottie Pippen, our Chicago Bulls Budweiser player of the game. What a tremendous job, Scottie. Defensively as well, 29.7 rebounds and 5 assists. But he's held Tom Gugliotta down to 15 points in the ball game. He's just flat done it all tonight, John. As you pointed out, the last possession, he's been everywhere. Robinson, top of the circle, puts up the three and hits. Robinson makes it 104-84 now. Bulls with the lead. Judd Bushler in the ball game. Chris Carr, the Saluki, comes into the game. Cappy back to Bushes. Jason goes baseline, comes underneath, kicks it out, and threw it away. Carr goes right side for Shane Peel, who's in the ball game. Throws it up with the right hand and puts it in. Peel, an Australian player.
Randy Brown with the left hand. Brownie with 6 points.
Robinson, another three.
Never met a three he didn't like.
Make it 106-89 now. Bulls with the lead. Brown brings it out. Down low, Simpkins. He turns and looks. On top, Jason Caffey from 17. Jason Caffey with a good ball game.
18 points for Jason. 11 in the second quarter. 7 here.
He's also got 6 rebounds and 3 assists. Did you think he was going to pass? Was there any chance he was going to pass the ball?
I said he never saw one he didn't like when he came in the first half. He's got 3 threes in a row.
Caffey in the lane. Puts it in. Jason with another good bucket.
20 for Jason. 3 away from his all-time high. We got 1 minute and 45 seconds to play here. It's going up. If you can see it, it's going up. Over his head, over his back, it's going up. No!
Chris Carr comes in. Oh, nice move by Chris Carr, who comes in and slams it. He's kind of fallen out of favor here, John. He had some starting assignments.
Yeah, he was their 2 guard, their shooting guard, but not getting much playing time.
Bushy with it on the right side now. Bushy, a long deuce, comes up short. And Dean Garrett gets the rebound. Robinson.
What a show he's putting on here, huh?
Jason Caffey beats Cherokee Parks and picks up the foul.
He'll be taken out in the side, as that is only the second foul, first in the last 2 minutes for them.
First in the final 2 minutes.
Ball tapped away as here comes Heel down the floor. Finds Robinson. Oh, he faked. He'll pass it over to Heel. He'll put up the 3 and miss. Garrett inside. Good strong move. Puts it back in.
Where have these guys been all game? All the energy they're spending. The Bulls just trying to run this thing out.
Robinson had a 23-point quarter. Fourth quarter against Cleveland just after Christmas. Just trying to do the same thing. He will have to hurry with a lot of points though.
Way outside for the Bulls.
Dickey with the fake comes inside with a left hand. Put it up. Couldn't get it. Garrett with a rebound. 110-99 Bulls with the lead. Chris Carr finds Parks. Back to Robinson. 3 on the right side. For Carr.
Look what these guys have done here. Huh? The Bulls taking it very easy.
So Robinson picks up the foul.
So you got 4. I get a nice hand. 4 threes. 5 threes in his quarter. After they got 3 points from Kevin Garnett, a basket by Gugliotta, and then the Kamikaze team has come in here and really closed this to an 8-point game. This was a 20-point game. Now it's
Steve Kerr takes his time. And hits. 112-102 now. Bulls with the lead. Robinson gives it back. Chris Carr, a long 3 off. And Randy Brown comes down with a rebound. The Bulls do not have to bring it back across the half-court stripe. Steve Kerr can stand right there. does and the horn sounds. The Chicago Bulls come into Minnesota, a team, John, that had been very hot here at the Target Center, and pulls out a win, 112-102. Played pretty well.
They did. The Bulls, they sort of hung in there, and late in the third quarter, they allowed the lead to slip away to the Timberwolves, and then they just went on a string and buried them. They had them by 20 points until that barrage of threes by James Robinson and Chris Carr sort of brought him back.
Well, this one's going to look a little bit closer than it was, I think, but the Bulls played very well defensively. And, John, again, a lot of this happened in the third quarter. At the end of the third quarter and start of the fourth, they put on a defensive rush. They played very well. Scotty got to the basket a couple times. Michael hit a couple outside shots, and that was the difference in the game. And as the Bulls are wont to do, it was just about as quick as it could be, and all of a sudden they were up by 14, 15 points, something like that.
Yeah, well, the Bulls will close out and take a 15-3 road record, 32-4 on the season. A nice job by the Bulls all the way around. Michael really hurting with 25 points.
And speaking of that, Lou Canellis is back in the Bulls locker room. Lou, how's everything?
How are you doing, Tom? Just outside of the Bulls locker room. Michael Jordan is inside. He got some treatment from trainer Chip Schaefer. And Chip said that he feels much better in there. He can't wait to get back to Chicago. Who was that did that, Tom?
It was Scotty. It was Scotty.
You know, Scottie Pippen, who really came up big time tonight and helped out Michael Jordan, who still had 25 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. Pip with 29, if I'm not mistaken. What about the job that Jason Caffey did off the bench? He had a horrible game last night, scored just a bucket, but remember, Phil Jackson had a meeting with him last week and said, Jason, you cannot let the bad games bother you. You need to come back after a bad game and play a better game. And sure enough, after last night's poor performance against the Bullets, Caffey comes through with 20 points and 6 rebounds. Bulls win it 112-102. Steve Cascio comes your way after this.
This Michael Jordan interview was brought to you by British Airways, the world's favorite airline.
Their 8th in a row. They're now 33-4 on the season, and they've won 16 of 17. They take out the Minnesota Timberwolves in Minneapolis, Minnesota tonight by a final of 112-102. Bulls leading by as many as 22 points. Steve Cascio back with you along with Norm Van Leer. Good, entertaining basketball game, but what a great fourth quarter put on by the Chicago Bulls. They only led by 4 going into the fourth quarter, and all of a sudden, about 4 or 5 minutes in, the lead was up to 20.
No doubt about it. Bulls can be that explosive when they put on that defense, run the fast breaks, get the open court game going, and Scottie Pippen got absolutely on fire as far as getting some key points and getting this team going. Scottie has been in a I guess a focus, I guess what the new word is around in the 90s with the athletes, and I guarantee you he has just been on fire in the last 3 or 4 or 5 ball games, just carrying this team by way of key shots, crucial shots, and taking the shots. Seems like, hey, give me the ball, I want to go after it. So looking good, once again, good defense, and a matter of time wearing down someone. Minnesota relied on too many outside shots, and you can't do that against the Chicago Bulls.
Still a good young team, though. When you talk about Stephon Marbury, I have him with 21 points. Kevin Garnett with 20. Tom Gugliotta. These guys will probably make the playoffs. Right now, they're 6th in the Western Conference. Kind of surprising since they're 4 games under 500, but just tell you something about the West. But they're going to hang around. You never know how good this team will be in future years.
Well, you know, there's a lot of teams, I say in this league, in the NBA, to have a lot of good talent. But there's not a lot of good talent, as far as I'm concerned, playing together, being coached well, and playing that team basketball. Minnesota's one of them. We had Kevin McHale earlier today on the Score Radio talking about this, and I'm telling you right now, when you play together and you realize it's a team basketball game, there's a lot of talent in this league by way of individuals and things of that nature, Steve. But when you put it together, play the team game, then you get results. That's what Minnesota's doing.
All right, well, the Bulls in that run in the fourth quarter wind up with a 19-3 blitz over the Minnesota Timberwolves, extending their lead to 98-78. All right, Bulls win by 10. Sports Channel report coming up. But first, our Discover Card playback call of the game.
Decides to bring it back out. Cool.
Oh! Jason Caffey with the slide down the middle. Beautifully done. Tony with the pass.
And a timeout call.
Bulls win. Sports Channel report coming up now. Stay with us.
Tonight on Sports Channel Report, Michael Jordan was hurting, but for the Bulls, the Wolves are just a pain in their neck. Norm Van Leer is here with his keys to the game. White Sox manager Terry Bevington will join us in studio to tell us about his call to arms before spring training starts. The complete college hoops wrap-up, including the Demons in action at the horizon, and some special athletes, all up next on the report. Hello and welcome to a Wednesday night edition of the Sports Channel Report. I'm Amy Stone. White Sox manager Terry Bevington will be along later to talk White Sox baseball and Sox Fest 97.
And I'm Steve Cashel. We thank you for joining us this evening. You know, this is a very busy week for the Bulls. We're following this back-to-back from Tuesday and Wednesday with a game Friday against the Milwaukee Bucks. Then on Saturday, it's rematch time as the Bulls play in Houston against the Rockets. Tonight, their stop was in Minnesota, where the Bulls were trying to beat the Timberwolves, a team they had never lost to. 15 games, 15 wins. You can make it 16 in a row tonight. But Stephon Marbury came out on fire, nailing his first 2 3-pointers. He had 14 in the first quarter. Despite the neck pain, Michael shows he can still play going baseline around Marbury for the jam. 13 points for Michael. Second quarter, Kevin Garnett comes to life. The spin move around Rodman for the jumper. He had 14 by halftime. George Mikan in the crowd, the former DePaul star, and the Bulls led it 57-49 after one half. Luke Longley played well tonight. 9 points for the game for Luke. Is only his second game back after missing 22. We'll look at Marbury going all the way in for the lay-in off the glass, cutting the Bulls' lead to 2 in the third quarter. Then as Rodman fights Garrett for the rebound, falls out of bounds. In frustration, he extends a leg at the cameraman. That's as far as I'm going to go. Norm and I will get into more of that a little bit later. They actually had to carry this guy off. Rodman could not believe it. What can you do, folks? End of the third, 79-75 Chicago. Fourth quarter, Tony Kukoc beating Jason Caffey. He lays it in with the harm, 96-78. Jason Caffey, what a game. 20 points for the Bulls tonight. And the Bulls wind up winning 112-102. Again, they only led by 4 points after 3 quarters, but they come out with a 19-3 run to begin the fourth quarter. And the final numbers, 112-102. Bulls outscoring Minnesota 33-27 in that fourth quarter. Pippen winds up with 29. Michael had 23. Jason Caffey with 20. Kevin Garnett had 21. Stephon Marbury officially 21 for Minnesota. And the Bulls are now 15-3 on the road. And as we've said, they've won 16 of their last 17 games. Time to bring in Norm Van Leer. Now, something interesting about this game is I was keeping the stats. Bulls were winning by 6 when Luke Longley had his 5th foul. All of a sudden, Luke, of course, has to go to the bench. And then Minnesota comes on their big run, actually taking the lead soon thereafter. Something with Luke right there. He's really played well in just 2 games back.
What I noticed what the Minnesota did, excuse me, to take this lead, Steve, they really went to the basket there on some missed shots by the Bulls. They penetrated, and when they said Marbury just going to the basket, trying to create things, getting the layups, and then hit a few outside shots. But I also thought if you live by the sword, you die by the sword, because as soon as Minnesota started missing shots and the Bulls extended that defense, started putting a little pressure on this team. They started missing shots. The Bulls got fast breaks themselves. Then they came down in a half-court game and didn't hesitate to take shots. Scottie Pippen got on fire, and I thought that was historic. Like I said, Minnesota wanted to shoot outside. They did shoot outside, but when they started missing, let me tell you something, the roof caved in. Maybe it's a whole lot of snow up there, and that's what happened.
And speaking of snow, let's go back up to Minneapolis. Right now, Phil Jackson outside the Bulls locker room.
First half, but Scotty just got a head of steam up in his defense. I think the fact that he was playing such great defense keyed it for himself, and he went down and just crushed him. They sure fought back at the end. I don't know what they scored, 20 points in the last 3 minutes, but yeah, that's typical. They can get hot like that.
I know you called Jason Caffey in for a meeting you told us last week, and you told him that if he has a bad game, not to let it carry over into the next game, and sure enough, he didn't play great last night against Washington, but came back tonight.
Yeah, I think Jason understood what his job was tonight. You know, we told him that, you know, he had an opportunity to play and get ready for it. He was just, I thought, great in the first half, and then he carried it over, told him at the end of the first half, go out and do the same thing in the second half. He's able to do it for us. So much so, gave Dennis a little rest, and it was nice to see.
What do you mean, he knew what his
catalyst tonight? What was his job?
Well, you know, he had a couple tough matchups. First of all, he had to play Gugliotta a little bit. I thought that was a little bit tight for him, and then he moved over to Garnett, and finally we ended up with Mitchell, who's a little bit of a 3 outside shooter that he had to do some things. But most of all, he had to rebound and run the court, and that's what he does well.
What did you guys do defensively on Gugliotta and Garnett and Marbury that didn't allow them to have the second half that they had in the first half?
Well, you know, Scotty does a great job on post players, and you know, having played Gugliotta so many times, you know, in our conference over the course of the years, he was very comfortable and volunteered to take him. Basically, we actually put Tony on the 2-guard then, and you know, he did a great job. Marbury just taught to start the game, and then you know, he cooled off, and you know, we got a hold of him a little bit.
What was your angle of that Rodman incident with the photographer? Did you see that?
Well, you know, first of all, it was you know, one of those situations where guys are tumbling into the press, and you know, Dennis has had that confrontation before in the playoffs last year where there was an incident where he broke a camera by, you know, hitting it with a ball. And I don't know what happened there, but it looked like he kicked the guy. It looked like he kicked the guy in the knee, and the guy suddenly got, you know, falsetto. I don't know how it happened that it was down at his knee and it ended up in falsetto, but Dennis come back and they said, Dennis, did you do that on purpose? And he said, you know, he tripped me up on the thing. He said, I kicked him right above the knee. And I said, well, that's what I saw too. But, I mean, the referee said he was in a lot of pain, and he looked like he was in a lot of pain. And I hate to see that happen on the court.
Were you worried about Michael's defense on Marbury, considering he couldn't turn his neck?
No.
Did you feel like that his neck injury affected his game at all tonight?
Yeah, a little bit. I thought he wasn't moving quite as quickly, but you know, at the other end, he was, you know, he was feasting at the other end, and I knew that it was just a, you know, it was just a strutting apart kind of. They were both testing each other out. Marbury's having a hot hand, and after his first quarter, I thought he quieted him down.
Were you worried when Marbury had that hand?
I haven't seen him consistently shoot that well, and so we were concerned a little bit.
It looks like his neck seems to stiffen up, of course, when he's not playing. Are you worried about having a day off tomorrow? Like, is he going to practice tomorrow, giving him a day off, or maybe it'll stiffen up again tomorrow?
We usually take a day off if we go back-to-backs with the guys that play heavy minutes, so we'll probably have a day off in therapy for him.
You said last year the Timberwolves needed a big man. Is that still true?
I thought Brankovic played pretty well the second half. Luke did a good job the first half on him, but the second half I thought, you know, he might have outplayed Luke, and they looked like they could play with Brankovic out there a little bit, and tonight was a pretty good night for him.
What do you think?
All right, let's get it back to our studios.
All right, thanks a lot, Lou. And again, we're going to go inside the Bulls locker room. But I really want to address this Dennis Rodman issue right now. I promised we'd talk about it. I know it's going to be a big topic in Chicago tomorrow. Again, Dennis Rodman with 3:44 to go in the third quarter. Gets tangled up outside the baseline underneath the basket and allegedly kicked a photographer that was obviously wearing a press pass shooting the game. Let's show the play right now on videotape. Norm, I want your reaction. And who's at fault?
Well, I think right here, there's no one at fault. Basically, this is the name of the game, and actually, Dennis is, when you want to get down to it, the wrong guy. This guy wasn't involved. This guy sitting to the right of this cameraman that's just left. And let me tell you something, Steve, this happens every game. Someone's going to go into the stands or in the lower part because the NBA is going to put those seats on them around the floor with the camera people, the press people, and it happens. Now, quite a few other ball players run into camera people out there, and it happens almost every game. You can count on 2 or 3, 4 times it's going to happen. However, let me put it this way. It's quite often that Dennis seems to be confronting with someone underneath the bucket. I don't know. You want to get in trouble? Continue to kick and hit people. Then that's the way it goes. All I know is this, and I'm saying it from experience. I'm saying from what I see every day, so I don't need to be second-guessed by half the people out there, whatever the deal is. This happens all the time, but I don't see everybody else slugging people and kicking people.
Yeah, all right.
I just don't see it. Now, I have had it myself. I have run into a camera guy where I had a camera that big, a lens on my leg and thigh, where I've hurt people and I've pushed and knocked people out of the way. But at the same time, Steve, it's a big issue if we're going to make it a big issue. And at this point, I don't see a lot of people going in, slugging and hitting and knocking people out of the way. Dennis just seems to take it up a little more than usual, I guess. I don't know. I don't understand it, but actually, to tell the truth, he hit the wrong guy this time.
Yeah, obviously, and who knows how much this gentleman was hurt. We've been fighting about it in the newsroom. Whose fault? Did this guy really hurt? Who knows? Yeah. We can't say the guy wasn't hurt because who knows what the guy brought into the game, right?
Steve, the best way to have this done, and whether it's whose fault it is, who's hurt, and what's going on, is not to hit anybody.
Exactly.
That, in all of speculation and in all that, and that way you won't get into it. Because you are going to run into camera people. You are going to run into press people sitting underneath that bucket.
All right. Well, still to come on the Sports Channel Report. We're going to go live inside the Bulls locker room as promised, and also Norm will be back with his keys to the game. Bulls win tonight 112-102. Also tonight, White Sox skipper Terry Bevington joins us right here in the studio to talk Southside baseball and the upcoming Sox Fest. A couple of local athletes get ready for next month's Special Olympics World Winter Games in Galena. Stay with us.